Hi. Now let us try to understand the first key, that is candidate key. Okay. So this is very simple. What is candidate key? Let us try to understand. Basing on this, remaining keys discussion is there actually. So this part we have to understand very clearly. So what is that one? Let us see. So the minimal set of attributes that can uniquely identify a tuple is known as a candidate key. So you say very importantly, unique identification actually. So we are in a relation or in a table, we are going to have a set of records. So the attribute or set of attributes, maybe one attribute or more than one attribute, that must be minimal actually, so that you are in a position to identify uniquely. So let us see what does it mean in the discussion. So the value of the candidate key, very important, is unique and not null. So under the attribute, whichever you selected, attribute one, if I selected if I selected as a candidate key. So whatever values you have under this, everything must be unique. So whatever value here you have, that should not repeat. So there is no duplicate values, and it should not be null actually. So every cell must fill with some value. That is candidate key actually. Who are all attributes satisfying this property, that is unique and not null, automatically those are the candidate keys. Simple. So the very standard definition you must remember for the candidate key is the attributes are set of attributes which are satisfying unique and not null is nothing but a candidate key. So for more better clarity, let us take a simple table here. So that is what we are going to take employee table here. So in the employee table, we have a EMP number, e-name, mail ID, Aadhaar number, driving license. So this is just for making you to understand candidate key. We took these attributes actually. Now in this, if you observe, generally if you see, every employee is going to have a one unique number, right? So that is what unique ID he is going to have. So no two employees are going to have same number, same ID. So that is what this is satisfying same this one, right? Uniqueness, and no employee going to have null value. So that means every employee definitely have one ID actually, one number he is definitely have. So null is not going to have in this field. That is why this is one possible candidate key. Is it or not? So that is what, if you take in a relation, EMP number, e-name, mail ID, Aadhaar number, driving license, this part we taken here as a relation. Now EMP number is one possible candidate key. So observe other attributes also. Is there any possibility to have one more candidate key? You can come here. So this is employee ID. Every employee definitely going to have one unique identification national number. So national unique identification number, that is Aadhaar number in India. So every person going to have unique Aadhaar number, right? So that is also satisfying same thing, unique Aadhaar number, and no person with no idea, no person with Aadhaar number, right? So that means no null values here. So even this is also possible candidate. And another one is what? Driving license also. Assume that every employee in your company must have a driving license if you have that constraint. So every driving license number is also unique actually. No two numbers are same. And as we put the constraint, everyone must have a driving license. So no null values. So it is, this field is also satisfying uniqueness and not null. So that is also coming under the driving candidate key actually. So these are the three different candidate keys are possible. Don't combine them. Okay. So then whoever is there in the candidate keys, all will become prime attributes. So in the coming lectures, in many places, we are going to use this term, prime attribute. Candidate key, prime attribute. Who will be the prime attributes? What are all attributes are there in the candidate keys? all will become prime attributes. You can see employee number, other number, driving license, all of them is the different candidate keys. So all of them is going to become prime attribute. Basing on these different properties and many things we are going to do in the functional dependency or in the normalization part. So that is why simply try to understand. So if these are the prime attributes, then non-prime attributes, what are the non-prime attributes? Remaining are going to become non-prime attributes. So you can see here ename is non-prime attribute, mail ID non-prime attribute. So this is what actually, first of all, candidate key, try to understand. So it is very simple. Uniqueness. So whichever column, whichever attribute for satisfying uniqueness and not null. So that is nothing but candidate key actually. Simply you can say. Okay.